There is no one in this world to blame for the problems you are facing in your life. You can't even blame yourself if you don't get anything you want in your life. And as you know, Neville Goddard says, you can't even blame God for anything because he believes there's no God outside of you. If we don't manifest a particular thing in our life, even after trying too hard, then at least we should blame ourselves because perhaps we made a mistake somewhere, knowingly or unknowingly, and due to that mistake, we couldn't manifest our desire. But Neville Goddard's teachings say you can't even blame yourself. It's strange and confusing, right? Let's discuss all this in today's video. But before we start, make sure you subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon below this video to stay updated with the latest uploads. Let's get right to it. You know, people around us spend too much time blaming their parents, circumstances, government, boss, or partners in some cases. Some people blame themselves too. It is because we are a part of a society that is so far removed from spiritual law that whenever life doesn't go our way, we start blaming circumstances, people, or ourselves. But the truth is that there is no one to blame, not even you. Neville Goddard says that the only cause of reality is consciousness, I amness, or awareness, but we tend to blame different external factors for the things happening in our lives. It's because we grew up in a society where we learned this behavior. During infancy, we were taught this, and we adopted this behavior unintentionally. When you observe people in the society we live in, you will find people following different religions or doing different practices. The religions of people actually control their minds and have an impact on the way people think. Maybe that's why people blame external factors for their problems and sufferings. So naturally we blame other things, factors, people, or circumstances if something bad happens in our life. And the thing that surprises me the most is that people blame God for all the things happening in this world. According to Neville Goddard's teachings, there is no God except the God inside you. When we discover the law of assumption, we know that there is no one to blame. Not even we can blame ourselves. It's because we didn't know any better way to start. Your consciousness, my consciousness, is the only true foundation in the world. This is what Neville Goddard said. He says that our consciousness, our awareness, and I amness are the true foundation of everything that happens in this world. Everything that we see in this world and everything that we experience in this world is because of our consciousness. It comes from our imagination and our awareness. If there is no consciousness, or if you aren't conscious of what is happening in this world, then nothing is happening. It means we experience things because of our consciousness. We see things because of our consciousness. So if something happens in any part of the world but you didn't know about it, then it means it didn't happen to you. Let me say, when you aren't aware of a particular thing, or when you aren't conscious of a particular thing, then that particular thing doesn't exist for you. Things exist for you even if you are conscious of them. If you don't have consciousness or awareness, the whole universe has no meaning for you. And it doesn't exist for you. If you don't exist, nothing exists. What you imagine, what we imagine, and what other people's imaginations manifest into the reality that we call the world. As you know, no one in the world is separated from the world or from the people who live in it. We are not separated from each other. We are interlinked, so what you do affects more than just you, but it also has an impact on the whole world and the people living in it. What I do isn't limited to my own life, but it affects you, other people in the world, and overall the whole world. And what you wish on others doesn't affect them, but it affects your behavior, your attitude, and how people respond to you. So you are a change maker in this world. You have an impact, and you are a part of it. You are a contributor to this world. So when you are a contributor, then let me say, you are worthy. You are important. You make a difference, and the world is incomplete without you. Your actions, your ideas, your decisions, and your existence have an impact. So why do you devalue yourself? Why do you think you are useless? You have consciousness. You observe things, you can make decisions, you can take action, and you can react to situations. That's because you exist. When you exist, you experience things because of your consciousness. But remember that you can't experience anything outside of your consciousness. You can't experience anything outside of your state of consciousness. As Neville Goddard said, what you have assumed you are, you will become. You have already become what you are because you once assumed that you were it. Everything in the world is just like that. It's all imagination. Neville Goddard named this world the shadow world because the world has no power of its own, even if nobody has any power. Because if you aren't conscious of anyone's power, then it means they have no power. You pushed everyone else out. Everyone is your reflection. And the world is a shadow of all of us. The world has no mind of its own. In fact, the world is a reflection of the beliefs of all of us. It's a reflection of our actions, and it's a reflection of the decisions of all of us. What people call incidents, accidents, events, circumstances, or fate only existed because someone imagined them. If we hadn't imagined them, they wouldn't have occurred. The things, circumstances, situations, or let's say, sufferings that you are experiencing right now were once imagined by you. You were able to assume them. You were able to imagine them. Your situation isn't something you never imagined. Somewhere in your life, you imagined your reality, so because of this, your imagination has hardened into fact, and now you are experiencing it. But even you are not to blame for your unwanted circumstances because you most likely didn't imagine them on purpose. You imagined them by default, by letting your powerful imagination wander, not knowing that your imagination is your I amness and that it creates reality. Now here's another Neville Goddard quote from his lecture, "No one to change but self." When you and I really become conscious of being Christ, we too will straighten the arms of the withered and resurrect the dead hopes of men. We will do all the things that we could not do when we felt limited by our family tree. It is a bold step and should not be taken lightly, because to do it is to die. John, the man of 3 dimensions, is beheaded or loses his 3-dimensional focus so that Jesus, the 4th-dimensional self, may live. In this quote, Neville Goddard says that giving up on the encumbering beliefs that we have carried till now is to die in our self, or the John self, which is actually our old self and their dimensional self. And we have to rise to our Jesus self, which is the 4th-dimensional self. Neville Goddard actually asks us to leave behind all the old limiting thoughts and accept the fact that we are God to our 3D reality. In simpler words, he says that you don't need to focus on the 3D world and believe in it. It's just an illusion, so stop putting your faith in it. But instead, look into your imagination and step into it. It's your 4D world. You must know that it is where you can make a change in your 3D world. If you want to change your 3D world or want to experience something new and different, you have to change your imagination because your 3D words are produced by your imagination. So we can say that there is no power in the 3D world. It's just a shadow. It doesn't exist if we and our consciousness don't exist. The true power lies in your imagination. It's a form where you can make a change. The 3D world is nothing more than an illusion. It is dead. You are the true power. Your consciousness is the only power. You can change your reality if you can change the way you think. That's it. Real life lies in your imagination, in your thoughts, in your consciousness, in your I amness, and in your awareness. You have to leave behind all the secondary causes that you believe in. And if you want to know your worth, you have to understand the power of your consciousness. You have to understand that you are the dominant power. You operate the world. We operate around the world. It is not operated on its own. It has no power of its own. And when you believe that you are the operator and you are the operant power, then you don't need help from anyone. You don't need help from any God outside of you. It's just you who can do anything. It's just you who's got all the power. Many people believe that a tarot card reader can tell you what's coming next in your life and how to prepare for it. So now, when you act upon what a tarot card reader asks you to do, you are giving all of your power to him. You aren't making decisions in your life by yourself, but you are intentionally allowing a tarot card reader to be your God. If you believe what he says and you act upon what he asks you to do, then you are actually giving him the power you have got. You are making him the operator of your own life. So don't do that. You are more powerful than anyone else. It's your life. Live it on your own terms. None of them has got the right to force you to live your life the way you don't want. If you believe more in other people's opinions about your life, it's the worst thing you are doing in your life, and it's a sign that you think you are separated from yourself. Remember that no one can imagine your life better than you. You know your thoughts. You know better about what you think more often. You know better what's going on in your life, so you have everything in your hand. It's you who can make your life better or worse. If you make wise decisions, you will undoubtedly live happily and enjoyably. But if you make bad decisions, you will undoubtedly suffer. When you believe that whatever thing or person has more power than you, then you are losing your power. Because you know yourself better, you know your problems better, you know your desires better, and you understand your nature better, then you alone can make your life better because you know what will make your life better and how you can change the situation. So don't let other people decide what you should do. Don't allow other people to impact your life. Since you are the God of your life, you must have some resistance. Neville Goddard says there is no one in this world to blame. Because your life is created by you, your imagination creates your reality. Your whole world and everything and everyone in your life is imagined by you. Things exist in your life and people exist in your life because of your consciousness and imagination. If you were not conscious of things and people in your life, they wouldn't exist in your life. This concept is hard to accept for many people who belong to the manifesting community or follow the law of assumption, but when you get this, you really become unstoppable. Your current situation right now might not be in accordance with your desires, and it's because you have entered into a state which is not in accordance with your desire. You have assumed that you are in a different state. Whatever you want to manifest, get into the state of that desire. Neville stated that you cannot experience anything if you are not in a state of consciousness. You can only experience something if you are conscious of it. Even if something is happening in front of you but you aren't conscious of it and you don't see it, then we can't be present there. So your physical existence doesn't matter, but your consciousness does. Without consciousness, you are almost dead because in unconsciousness, your senses don't work. If you want to stay healthy, you have to be in the state of being healthy, and first you have to create this state in your mind. You have to assume that you are healthy. Once you create this state and start living in it, you will easily manifest it in your 3D world. So your imagination is the root cause of everything. You can't blame anyone for anything. Even if someone causes you some harm, you can't blame him because, anyhow, you allowed him to harm you. You allowed him to come closer to you in this way, and you allowed him to hurt you. If you had kept him away, he wouldn't be able to harm you. Whatever you imagine, no matter intentionally or unintentionally, you manifest it because you are manifesting 24 hours in the 24 hours. You just think about it, and you just manifest it. Even if you don't like something, but you think about it, then you will manifest it. The fact is that you just can't manifest your desire. You just don't get the things you like. But you manifest everything that you think about. You manifest everything that you assume. So that's why it is necessary for you to be conscious of your imagination, so that you can assume the things you want to manifest and that you don't think about the things that you don't want to have. Don't let your imagination control your life. Learn to control your imagination so that you can live the life you want to live. If you are allowing your imagination to control your life, then learn to be conscious of what is going on inside your head. Learn to be conscious of at least your thoughts. Otherwise, unintentionally, your imagination will manifest for you a life that you won't like. And you don't need to reach for your desire. It's yours and it's here. It's within you. What you want to have is within you, and who you want to be is within you as well. You just have to push it away. The tools that we use, for example, the SATS technique or the ladder technique of meditation, can only help us to look into ourselves and fix our problems from within. But when you are using some techniques or tools, you have to remember the purpose of these tools and techniques. In the law of assumption, there are a few techniques that can help you get within you. They aren't there to fulfill your every desire. They just help you manifest your desires. They help you enter the state of having your desires fulfilled. And when you are in that state of having your desires fulfilled, there is no power on earth that can stop you from being yours. There is no power on earth that can stop you from getting what is already yours. And once there, your desire becomes your own, and you realize you were never separated from yourself. Your desire has never been separated from you. It was yours, it is yours, and it always will be yours. And there is no one to blame because there is nothing outside of you. No one is outside of you. Everything is within you. Everything is yours. And you are everything. There is nothing that you can experience outside of your state of consciousness. You just experience what you manifest. No one can force you to experience something like a situation or incident that you don't want to experience. You, by yourself, consciously or unconsciously, manifest your reality and experience it. If you want to live a desired life, experience only those things that you want to experience and live with those people with whom you want to live. You just have to be conscious of your imagination and use it consciously so that you can only manifest the things you like. And it's you and only you who will decide what is best for you. Don't allow any external force to force you to live a life you don't want to live. You are the God of your reality. A tarot card reader or somebody else isn't your God. So guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope it will help you better understand the law of assumption. If you have found this video helpful, give it a like and comment below this video to share your thoughts. For more videos like this, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay tuned for the latest uploads. We will be back to you with another helpful video. Until then, see you in the next video.